Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing volume. Testing the volume. Volume. Hello. Hello, hello. All right. That's good enough. And we're back playing Endless Sky with our pilot, Hercules Zeus. We have a couple ships now. We've got our warship, which is a medium warship, a Bastion, which has some serious firepower, armor, and such. And then I've got two light freighters called haulers. They are both armed with laser turrets and with heavy lasers. So they are a force to be reckoned with also. I've got enough fuel for jumps of about 8, I think 8 uh, hyperspace jumps. So this is that's my wireless doorbell, my Chiweenie Schwartzy. He's seen something outside, most likely a bunny rabbit. He's very good at protecting us from bunny rabbits, but it could be one of our local deer or could be someone in the ferry line talking. He's kind of non-selective and he doesn't usually tell us what it is. So we're at the planet Terrazid in uh, all right, on the in the Terrazid system on the planet Wayfarer. There's actually 3 planets in this uh, uh, solar system. Uh, there's the Republic planet Wayfarer. There's the Quarg planet, which is an alien race, Echo, and then there's the space station, the Arachne station, uh, which neither of those really have services, so we haven't had occasion to go to those. These 3 planets down here, Saddlemick, Saddlesud, and Enif, are all 3 Quarg uh, worlds. So those are alien worlds. So the TerraZ Corporation is a maker of alien-inspired ships and outfits. It's one of the largest industries and draws raw materials from all over space. So let's see what missions we have available to us. Their factories are suffering from mineral shortage. That just means they want us to do some mining. We're not going to do that. Um, we are escorting a convoy of freighters to Wayfarer, and then we are escorting them back. They have to make it back by November 15th. That is a month from now. Shouldn't be a problem. We also have a 50 tons of food to go to a starving pirate world called Jacobson in the Alfberg system. And when we did that to uh, the, I forget the name of the planet in the Citadel system, uh, whether it was Bailey or Alvarada. There's 2 planets there, but they gave us a mission to scan an unoccupied uh, dead planet with an asteroid scanner. So we have that. We just haven't done it yet. And then we're still after some wanted outlaws, wanted criminals all over the place. So we'll probably run into them. But right now, we've got to take these freighters back. So let's look for some jobs along the way. We are going all the way back up to here. The optimal route would be going through the green, but we're not going to be able to do that because we have no jobs in that direction, and we want to take some jobs on along the way. Family of six pay us 60,000 to get to Wrestle Hague. I think we'll probably do that. Let's take that one. Let's see if they need anything there. They need food. They had a good profit, so we're going to take some food. We've got 200 tons of cargo space free. I think that's about all we need to worry about. Oh, we still owe money. We owe 1.5 million credits on our mortgage for our ships. Let's pay some of that off. Let's pay 1.2 million of that off. That leaves us with 300,000 credits of operating capital and only owing 328,000 credits, paying 6,000 credits per day. So that's not too bad. All right. We have a full complement of Marines on board for boarding ships if we find any. So let's depart. There's all our freighters that we're escorting. And here is our first ship that we need to destroy. Oh, we destroyed one of our haulers. That's not good. Let's try that again. We're gonna bust out and do that again. I did not respond very well. There he is. There we go. Got him good. I'm going to attempt to capture him. I've got 40 crew with a 93 power attack. He's got 12 crew with a 13 power attack and a 26 power defense. My defense is even better at 95. I've got a 99.9% chance of attacking to capture them. He's got and I can expect 2 casualties. So I'm going to attack, and there we go. I had a couple casualties, but they paid us 95,000 credits to take that ship out, and now it's ours. So, if you wondered what that was a Korg ship coming out of hyperspace, out of jump space. They are exceptionally powerful, and you don't want to mess with them. All right, so now back to our map. Looks like we can make it all the way up there. Let's do that. Let's do a Shift J to all jump at once. And there we go. Notice that my new Raven escort is slowly charging up his shields. I think it's a little unrealistic that it takes that long to charge the shield, days and days, when it's, 30 times a second. But it is what it is. Oh, we got a pirate who's coming to check us out, and we're just going to ignore him. And here's another ship that we need to take out. And he disabled the one we just got. We'll have to come back to it. All right. One of my existing escorts will go up and dock with the raven that we picked up earlier, and we just picked up another one, so that's a good thing. So we'll wait until this raven is alive, and once it is, then we'll land, and all your ships land at the same time. So the family you've been transporting departs your ship after paying you 60,000 credits. And let's go to the outfitter. Do we want to reload all of our ammunition? At this point, I don't like using missiles, but apparently one of these ravens has missiles. So I'm going to reload them. Let's see. Oh, they both do. They both have meteor missiles and particle cannons. They've got meteor missile boxes in cargo, and both of these guys have laser rifles. I'm going to sell or install those onto my own ship, and it looks like they're both equipped pretty much the same. They have 43 and 34, and they have 34 and 38. These atomic engines are much better. If I take the atomic engines off of those ships and swap them with the plasma engines. Whoops, wait a minute. You, 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 you. Uh, so let's put the plasma engines on these Ravens because, oh, why can't I install them? 31, 57, 34. Oh, I've got to, uh, well, let's sell one of the, oh, let's sell one of the meteor missile launchers. There we go. Because I don't like them anyway. And now there we installed the plasma thrusters on the Ravens because I'm not keeping those. And then I'm going to install the atomic engines on my haulers, which makes them a little faster and better. I'm going to take my laser rifles and I'm going to install those on my flagship on the Carnival. So I'm going to sell these two ships as soon as I get to a outfitter. Should be a nice, uh, nice almost $2 million haul, or probably more. So let's sell the food we brought with us, and let's go to the spaceport. A spray painted circle surrounding with two arrows forms the Republic insignia. Underneath are the words "Peace among the stars." In the main storyline, we go to the excuse me, we do go to war against these guys. Somebody posted a smartass remark. Pay attention. I'm going to reply. He said, "All right, class, welcome to physics class." I'm telling him to pay attention. Very funny. And once again, I've got that on my phone and I'm casting that to my TV so that I can actually see it because my phone uh, display goes blank after a short period of time, about a minute. Uh, and, you know, I'm retired and I've only been working with computers since, 1978. So I don't know how to change that. Um, all right, so let's look at our job board. Uh, Pay the Wang Fu Chun or Pay the Bilge Sounds. That's a impressive name. The Bilge Sounds. Anything with bilge in it would not be a great ship name. And remember, we've got to get up here to uh, Muspel. Now, what's this? This is 5 tons of applesauce to Norn. We're not going to Norn, we're going to Muspel. So, let's see what we got. We've got 4 passengers to Hestia. That's probably our best bet. Let's take that one. Notice that it turns orange here, orange here. That is because our Ravens don't have the fuel, but they will fuel up in Sirius. You'll see us pause while we wait for them to fly to the planet, tank up, and then follow us to Toledo. This should be a pretty safe trip because it is uh, heavily patrolled by the Republic Navy. All right, so we're taking that job. And it looks like Hestia needs luxury supplies. It's a um, designed as a vacation, an expensive vacation spot, so that is not surprising. And it's also why it's so heavily patrolled. And we are going to depart. And we got some pirates in system, and we are just gonna blow them out of the water. They both died. Nothing to board. All right, let's blow this popsicle stand. Notice the Navy ships come in and start blowing up all the pirates with their missiles. They never leave a pirate alive. My policy is to always leave them alive so that you can uh, capture them, take over their ships. Uh, Failed to meet the deadline for wanted outlaw near Zeta Aquile. Yes, we know. All right, here we're going up to Saul. And now to Sirius. And you can see um, the just up here in the corner, you can see the 2 Ravens landing on the planet there to refuel. As soon as they're done, we'll get moving again. That wasn't me murdering all those pirates. It was the Republic Navy. Like I said, I like to capture them. Much more profitable to steal their ships. All right, now we're waiting to land on Talita. We're waiting until the mules and I'm not sure what that is, the 3 freighters catch up to us. Pirate lives matter. Yeah, and it's Talk Like a Pirate Day too. So, arr, it's uh, it's rough. All right, everybody's in system. Gonna land. Drop off our passengers. 54,000 credits. Rating. I'm going to sell all that. Pretty sure I've already got a map from here. I don't. Let's get the map. Good plan. All right. No shipyard, so I can't sell those ravens yet. Uh, go to the spaceport. As you walk through the spaceport, you hear a voice behind you saying, "Excuse me, Captain." You turn around and see a woman trying to flag you down. Her hairdo is tall and somewhat confusing. Her high heels are also tall and are giving her considerable trouble as she walks towards you. "You look like the sort of captain I can trust," she says. "My darling Pookie has been visiting her aunt on Shroud, and it's time for her to come home, but she's not used to space travel and it scares her. I would feel so much better if you could go pick her up and bring her back here. Can you do that for me?" You can't help noticing that the jewelry she's wearing probably costs as much as a small fighter craft. That's a couple 100,000 credits. This job sounds easy and has the potential to be quite lucrative. I'm going to accept. What the heck? How much trouble could Pookie be? You tell her that you would be glad to assist and that you can personally assure her that no harm will come to Pookie while on board your ship. She thanks you and gives you contact information for her aunt in the Aleka system. All right, so we're gonna go get Pookie. That's up here in Shroud. Uh, they have a rush order for 30 tons of bismuth, but I've got to get these freighters back to Muspel first. It looks like I've got a job to go to Muspel too, which is two factory workers. It only pays 17,000, but I'm going there anyway. So let's do it. And then I could pay another ship to. I don't need another ship to follow me up there. All right. Heavy metals, 160. She had legs for miles. She was evidence that plastic surgery had clearly gone too far. Okay. Um, Muspel has Norn has the shipyard, so yeah. Shroud has one too. We'll get rid of the Ravens in Shroud. They're not hurting anything. So we're going to Muspel, and they need heavy metals, of course. So let's buy heavy metals and head out. Here we go. I'm going to hit the fast forward button, the high speed button, because we're not liable to run into anything on this part of the journey. And we make it. Wish the workers the best of luck and get their 17,000 credits. And then the deep security officer greets you when you return to Muspel with the freighters. The officer hands you 650,000 credits and thanks you for accepting the job on such short notice. We'll make sure to contact you in the future should we need your help. If you want to help us further at the moment, I suggest you check the job boards in the deep for mystery delivery and retrieval jobs. Let's talk about those. The deep is this area up here in the upper uh, left corner of the galaxy. And it's got some mysteries of its own in the deep. But there's these little jobs at these places that involve delivering uh, mystery items to places. So basically, it's deliver a package to Bluestone, and there's no rush on it. Just anytime you're in Bluestone, you can deliver the package and they pay you. So I'm going to take that, but it takes a ton of um, cargo. So it's a small package, but it takes takes up a ton of cargo space. Mystery delivery to Hippocrates. Let's take that. You open a deposit box near your landing site and pick up the mystery package. It is a small black cube, about 2 centimeters to a side, surprisingly heavy for its size, with no markings of any kind. You overhear someone giving your description, but can't see where it's coming from or who they're talking to. It's all these mystery things, and I don't see any other mystery jobs here. We could actually sort by alphabetically and look for M's, and there's no M's. So we got them both. And let's see what we have where we're going. We are going to Shroud. Group of 2 workers hoping to find work on Triton Station. Yeah, we're going to Shroud, not Triton Station. Um, but curiously, there's a whole heap of jobs here on Saul. Let's see what they are. Uh, they don't pay all that well. 4 tourists want to see Earth for 58,000. 24 tons of alloy to Luna. Workers to Luna. Workers on Mars. Scandium to Luna. Tourist on Mars. And then back to the 4 tourists on Earth. So not much. What are these two here? 24 tons of LEDs to Vinci. 19,200. It's one of the large electronic firms. And a passenger. Not much. 32 tons of pallets to memory and 18 tons of turbines to memory. We might as well just go all the way up to Shroud because there's no other jobs that really look like they're worth taking on at the moment. Escort the North Wind to Hephaestus. Pirates or bounty hunters may try to steal its cargo. Payment is 150,000. That is clear down here. And yeah, no, we're not ready for that. We only have 3 combat ships. Well, 4 including the Raven, or 5 including the Ravens, but we're going to sell those. Let's just go to Shroud. So, what do they need? They need equipment. And we're going to Shroud. Trading. Sell all our heavy metals and buy equipment. And let's look at our bank. We have over 1 million. We still owe 300,000. Let's pay it all. And let's apply now for just a little over 1,000. Notice our interest rate is starting to get down really low, close to 2. And our credit score is getting up to over 750. So that's good. When it gets to 800, we'll be able to borrow a lot. Right now, we can borrow 4 million. We might buy a new ship on Shroud. We'll see what they have. They have a shipyard there. All right, let's hit the road. All right, I'm going to read some chat here. See that I've got some. Oh, some pirates showed up while I was refueling. Remember, I've got it on fast forward, so. All right. You called ahead while your ship was landing and agreed to meet Pookie's aunt at the spaceport. She told you meet me outside the shop with the ridiculous sheepskin coats. The shop is not hard to find. The mannequins in the windows look like feral sheep with overgrown wool in bad need of grooming. The only person standing outside the ship is a tall woman in a suit who is busy making furious marks on some sort of document with a red pen. She has a small poodle on a leash and is busy nipping the heels of everyone who walks by. I've had poodles like that. Interrupter or wait to see if someone else shows up. No, I'm an interrupter. I'm pretty sure that's Pookie. Excuse me, you say. She looks up at you with a withering glare. I'm looking for someone named Pookie. Thank heavens, she says. She's all yours. She hands you the leash and a large bag that appears to be full of chew toys. Here are her toys, her food, and her outfits, which she hates. Feed her twice a day or she will go berserk. Do not feed her more than twice a day or she will throw up. As she continues rattling off instructions, you ask, Wait, Pookie is the dog? Short for Pocahontas, she explains. Good luck, and I hope my sister pays you well. She walks away. There's nothing else you can do but bring Pookie back to your ship, where she immediately squats against the landing strut. Lovely. Okay, let's look at the chat. Choices. And somebody put some emojis of, I can't tell if those are pearls or lizards with open mouths. Uh, Jet Lancaster. You know, it's really strange how the vast majority of these planets look a lot like Earth. Humans are living on these planets. Of course, they're going to look a lot like Earth, and they don't all look the same. Um, hey, so I thought it was a thing on my end, but you're pretty quiet. I think it's on your end. Okay, let me look at that. Let's see here. How do I turn that up? I think it's up as high as it'll go. Just have to move the microphone closer, I guess. Maybe. Let's do this. Let's go to this and this. Volume mixer. Go to the. It's Windows, folks. Sorry. It's helping me. It's the worst possible thing. Um, Bluetooth and devices. Uh, devices. Audio. Advanced sound properties. Uh, Spatial status. Speakers. Allow. This is my USB, my headphones. Um, Volume. I can turn the volume up on them that I hear, but I'm not hearing them. Let's see. You're currently using this device. Yes. Uh, hmm. Let's look for microphone. Microphone. Sound settings. Where you play, volume, mono audio off, microphone, default device, and input settings, volume, start test. Start test for the microphone volume. Volume 25%. Well, crap, I want to increase it. How do I do that? Hmm, I don't know. Audio enhancements. Try it. Microphone testing. 1, 2, test. Test, test, test. Stop test. 47%. Well, crud. I don't know how to. Device is currently in use. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's using it. Uh, Headphone. And let's adjust the settings. Microphone. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. That's all I can do. I don't know how to fix it any more than that. All right, back to the game. What's it say? Ah, all right, don't worry about it. And there we go. Good. Okay. Uh, Technical difficulties. At least it's only a game and we're not like in real time. Oh, I hate those real time games. Oh, they kill me. I'm so slow and I just can't keep up with them. I also play Path of Exile, but holy smokes, it just kills me. I'm terrible at it. Endless Sky, the 14-year-old game, is much more my style. All right, we are in as I said, we're at Shroud. We've got Pookie, so Pookie is going back to Hestia. Uh, a captain of a ship wants us to escort them out of Hestia, or out of Shroud. Let's see what else we got. Uh, Well-armed pirate fighter is attacking merchants. Um, I'll escort him. That's good pay. We'll do that. All right. So we got Pookie. Let's sell our ravens because we don't need them. We're going to sell those puppies. 2.3 million credits. That's nice. So now we've got 3 million credits without making any loans. We don't owe anything. What can we buy for 3 million credits? A Blackbird is a very fast transport. It can haul 22 people. That would give us a lot more passenger space, but it's not really something that is armed. And then a Star Queen is 5 million. That can haul 112 people total. It's a luxury ship. If we wanted to be a passenger liner, we could definitely buy that. But I don't think we have enough firepower to get that. They don't sell any other warships here except for a Falcon, which is 15 million credit heavy warship. And I don't think we're ready for that yet. We're not. For one thing, we can't afford it. Even if we sold all our ships and got the biggest bank loan, take us up to 7. Yeah, we can't afford it. Let's get rid of Pookie, and we'll see where we go from there. We're going to escort a ship. That's fun because as soon as you launch, pirates are going to be on you. And to when we get to our destination, pirates are liable to be there. But once we get out of the Shroud general area of Shroud, uh, the Navy, Republic Navy will start protecting us really well. Um, Up here in Alinitak or Prime, I think it's in Prime in Beetlejuice, is where the Navy has a big base. So uh, let's see what they need. They need medical from Shroud, so we've got our medical already, and we're going to take off. See, we got pirates right away, and we got this little freighter that we're escorting here. It's one of our ships in our fleet now. It's right here, and fighters fighting us all the way, but we're just kind of jumping fast and getting out of dodge. back on slow mode. That's nice. And the big wait is for our Bastion to reverse it, to hit reverse. It doesn't have any reverse thrusters, whereas the haulers definitely have reverse thrusters. So now we're waiting for that freighter to reload. Whole pirate fleet has found us, and we're at Hestia. These were all Navy ships here, so we're pretty safe. Captain of the Bread Waves thanks us for escorting them safely and pays us 90,000. In the past few days, Pookie has barked incessantly and thrown up several times, despite being fed perfectly on schedule, and the room you've been keeping her in will likely smell like dog urine for months. You are all too happy to return her to her owner, who pays you 80,000 credits. 80,000 credits to haul a little poodle 6 hyperspace jumps. I'll take it. All right. Sell our medical supplies. Now we've got 3.5 million or so. Let's look at our job board. Oh, this is a fun one. Escort the marketing ship Subsea Tours to the planets marked on the map. Then return them to Hestia in the Toledo system by Wednesday, December 14th. So about 25-day trip. That's not bad at all. Payment is 400,000 credits. I will take it. The client ship looks like a pink subsidiary. While talking to its captain, you learn that these types of ships are custom made for appearances in parades and promotional tours like the one you're about to escort. The ship is unarmed, so they'll be relying on you for protection from pirates and other threats. Uh, collect them all. Collect them all. The client informs you that additional billboard ships will be touring the area. However, they will not be following the same route as the subsea tours. Your preparations for the tour are complete. All right, so we got to go here and here. Let's look a little closer. Here and there, and all the way over here to Aldebaran, which we don't have a route to, and then here and here, which we don't have a route to. So I guess we'll find our way. What do we got here in this spot? 3 factory workers are trying to get to Ada. So we'll take them, and 2 passengers are trying to get to Ada. We'll take them too. So first stop is going to be Castor, and we do actually have to stop at each place. Do we want to go take this as a big loop? I think we kind of do. So we'll go to Castor first. Let's look at the shipping. Heavy metals for Castor. Let's buy all the heavy metals and let's depart. If nothing else, we can collect a full set of maps. And there's the subsidiary, the spaceship that looks like a subsidiary. And it looks like we've got some pirates behind us. And that was a billboard ship. There's the pirates. Let's get them. I'm going the wrong way. There's one. Navy's in tow. These are bounty hunters. Navy will leave them to me. Got one of them. They're hawks. Hopefully we'll run into a shipyard somewhere along the way we can sell these buggers. And a sparrow. Alright. Alright, so let's land on Geminus in the Castor system. Until until recently, Geminus was home to the Republic Navy Yard, the largest shipyard in Howard human space. Now there is nothing left of the shipyard but a gaping crater in the ground from the recent terrorist bombing. We heard about that last time. There was a terrorist bombing, a nuclear bomb. That's a big deal. So let's sell all of this stuff. Let's sell the outfits and let's go to the spaceport. As you wander through the spaceport, you see an elderly man and woman sitting on a bench talking about something that seems to be causing them some amount of stress. Ask them what the problem is. Woman begins telling you her life stories. We're yard workers, but we're both starting to get too old for our jobs. Well, plus the yard's been blown up. So we've made the hard decision to retire. Best place we can afford, which is on Earth. So Charles and I are looking for someone to transport us. Where's my manners? I'm Donna. Pleased to meet you. Donna was clearly looking for someone besides her husband to talk to, but Charles begins to frown. I suppose you could put it like that. Is that wrong? Donna replies anxiously, bracing for the response. The man's look of resignation starts to turn to one of anger. Of course it's wrong. We spent our whole lives working for these spoiled brats, and what do we get in return? We get dumped on Earth like we're dead weight. I know you're upset about this, interrupts Donna, but just getting angry isn't going to change anything. Charles remains silent for a long time and then mutters a reluctant apology. Donna talks to you again. I'm sorry about that. As you can tell, we're under a lot of stress right now. I can tell that you're a star captain. Dun, dun, dun. Can you help take us to Earth? We don't have a lot of money, but we'll be glad to pay you 10,000 credits. I can handle two passengers. You show Charles and Donna to their bunks, and they both thank you in advance. I'm not going to take their money. Okay. From Castor, we're going to try and find Ada in the Aldebaran system. We still have to go to Elhina, but I don't know how long it's going to take us, and it's a um, timed trip, so I'm not going to take that one. And this is 8 tons of touch screens to Vinci. So I'll probably take that one and then a passenger to follow her. That doesn't pay very well. So let's see about finding our way up to Adelbaran. Adelbaran, Ada. And we don't know what's going to sell well there. So let's just get whatever's cheap here. Here we go. Gonna go as far as we've got mapped. Wait for everybody to get on board. Boy, that ship is ungainly. It takes forever to turn around. Might keep those hawks until we get someplace where we clearly don't need him. And as I thought, it's close. So we're gonna just jump over there, wait for everyone to catch up. All right, everybody's in system. Oh, that's a crazy looking ship. You drop off your cargo of niobium and collect your payment. You say farewell to your passengers and collect your payment, and you wish the workers the best of luck and collect your payment. So that works out nice. As you complete the usual landing documents with the Navy inspector outside of your ship, Another officer, a middle-aged man in the same uniform, walks up from behind him. As he passes by, he gives a curt nod to the inspector, who suddenly walks away swiftly without saying anything, not even a good day to you or this new officer. He must have some sort of seniority over the inspector. Once the inspector is out of the way, the new officer turns to you and says, "Excuse me, Captain Zeus, I would like to speak with you for a few minutes." Okay. Am I correct that you performed some missions for the Southern Mutual Defense Pact back before they became the free worlds? His voice is very friendly, and he is not armed or accompanied by any other officers that you can see, so it doesn't seem like you are in trouble or in danger of being arrested, especially since your work for the Pact was perfectly legal. Um, da, da, da. I have a choice here. I don't know what you're talking about. I did take a few jobs helping out the local militias, yes. I ran several missions for the Pact, or I'm sorry, I don't want to talk to you about that. Do I want to antagonize this guy? Yes, I ran several missions for the Pact. I was just scouting Pirate World, so it's no big deal. Tell me, he said, was there one particular militia officer who you reported to, or was it someone different every time? As he is speaking, you look for clues as to who he is or why he's questioning you, and you notice something very odd. The Navy inspector before and all Navy personnel you have encountered in the past had a name badge on their lapel and rank insignia on their collar, but this officer's uniform is entirely blank. I'm not sure I trust him. I don't remember anyone's name in particular. I would rather not name any names. I usually reported to an officer named Freya Winters, or I don't want to talk about this. I'm leaving. I really can't remember anyone's name. I mean, apparently it was Freya Winters, but I didn't remember that. So I'm going to say I'd rather. Oh, well, he says it was worth asking. Would you be at least willing to tell me the nature of the missions you were performing? I'd rather not say. Who are you? Why you're asking me these questions? That's a good one. Why? Who are you? Why you were asking me these questions? I'm just collecting information, he says. Anything you tell me is interesting to me. Then, with a mischievous grin, he adds, anything you refuse to tell me is also interesting. Anyway, I won't detain you any longer. Thank you for your time. Well, I would have been perfectly happy answering what I was doing. That's bizarre. He smiles and walks away, leaving you with no idea of what is going on. That is true. No idea what's going on. All right, we've still got our tour ship that we're escorting. So, first off, while we're here on Ada, let's go to the uh, outfitter and buy a map. And then we're going to. What am I doing? Oh, yes, I want to sell these guys. I want to sell these hawks and the sparrow because I don't need them. Is there anything on them that I want to keep? Not particularly. They don't have any fancy anything. So I'm just going to sell them. Shipyard, sell 640,000. I got 4 million credits. Is there anything interesting I could buy? A hogshead. A hogshead is a less versatile space liner. Certainly less pretty. Holds less people, but again, more than I already have. And it's 4 million, so I might be able to afford that. Another hauler I could buy. A behemoth. Light warship. A rainmaker or a I can't buy those because a rainmaker you have to have a navy license. Quicksilver I could buy. A gunboat, you got to have a Navy license. I could buy a Firebird. They're 5 million. They are very capable. They have good heavy armor. Um, yeah, I could buy a Firebird. I like those. They're 5 million. Let's see. I I'd have to take a loan. Let's do it. Let's buy a Firebird. Supply. Whenever I apply for loans, I always apply for the maximum amount that it. Come on, apply. That it will give me, which is in this case 4.6 millions. My interest rate is almost down to 2. Um, so I have 8 million credits. I'm not going to spend it all, but I am going to buy a Firebird. And we're with the C names, so let's see what we get here. C, Canyon. There we go. We will call this, well, no, that's the Ash Canyon, and I can't. Chung, no, 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 no. Chairman, that's okay. We'll call it the Chairman. All right, so let's look at the outfits on the Chairman. And I know that these usually come with missiles, which I don't want. And I want guns instead. It comes with particle cannons. Those are two. Particle cannons take 30 output space for a gun. That's crazy. They have a long range and a hard punch, but they're not that great. So I'm going to get 2 heavy lasers, 2 beam lasers. They come with it comes with a anti-missile turret and a quad blaster turret. I'm going to leave that for now. I'll probably change that later. We have to add a lot of fuel pods because we travel a lot. It has a radiothermal, which is 45, and a so 65 total, and a fuel cell, 65 total, 336. Let's dump the fuel cell and get a photovoltaic array. Dump the 40, the 19,000 amp battery and get a 8,000 amp battery. And what are these? 35 and 46. Let's sell those, buy these, and then I've got buy that and buy that. There we go. And I'm going to keep those for my there we go. All right. And I have got to add some fuel. I got to get up to 8 for fuel, and I guess I can do that, and it's that. Almost 400. Yeah, that'll work. All right. I'm going to put luxury accommodations on this. No, I'm not. I'm going to buy a water coolant system. There we go. So I've got 3.825 million credits left over. I'm going to pay extra 3, whoops, 3, 6, 0.000000. 3.6 millions leaves me with 225,000. I'm going to sell my uh, goods that I had, and now I've got a fourth ship. Job board. I've still got to finish this tour. So, next stop is Mainsail. So we'll go there, and they need electronics, and we're going to depart. We're waiting for that subsidiary to. I'm going to put this on fast speed because otherwise it's going to take forever. Boy, is that thing slow. It definitely needs to be escorted. Oh, come on. You hear that pinging sound? That is Navy ships scanning my cargo. You drop off your cargo of soldering irons and collect your payment of 14,000. As you disembark from your ship, a nearby street vendor tries to sell you a book, How to Hack a Science Drone for Fun and Profit, for 60 credits. The author is listed as PK, but no further information is given about this person's identity. It seems to be some sort of get rich quick scheme. I'm going to buy it, but I bet it's cheaper somewhere else. But 60 credits is nothing. Uh, Digital copy, How to Hack a Science Drone for Fun and Profit. Nothing to indicate whether or not this is a legitimate copy of the book, and they escaped without me noticing. So now I suppose that's down in my outfits. There it is, drone hacking. How to hack a science drone for fun and profit. Interesting. So let's see. Sell my goods. My job is almost done. Got to go to Wazn. What do they need? They need, looks like equipment. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to preferences, and I'm going to put the main zoom factor up to 150 so I can see it a little better. All right. I don't know what that does with everything. Oh, I can't see the buttons down here. Nah, that's no good. Preferences, settings, main zoom factor. 140. Best I can do. All right. Enter ship off to Wazn. As in case you're wondering, I'm drinking coffee, lots of cream, and lots of artificial sweetener. Job board. One more stop. 3 passengers to Vinci. We will do that. Oh, what's this here? Return to glory after picking up 14 contract laborers located on Midgard. Clear up here. I'm not going to go get those people. All right, here we go. And in Vinci, they need medical. Starting to get a little fighting force there. We got that Firebird. Boy, that thing's annoying. There we go. Vinci, Say farewell to your passengers, drop off your cargo, and we're almost done. And rubies are running low. Pick up rubies in Aldebaran in return for 66,000. No, thank you. 38 tons of plastic wrap to Hestia. I will do that. And what else do they need? They need 67 tons of medical. So, done. Trade. Buy all the medical there. I've got 160,000. Okay, part. Bum, bum, bum. All right, here we go. And that's it. We should be done. You drop off your cargo of plastic wrap and collect your payment of 11,000 credits. After completing the tour, you were paid 400,000 credits. The client also gives you one of the leftover promotional items as a bonus tip. Yay! You've completed the marketing tour. All right, and let's see what this thing looks like. There it is, a subsidiary plushie. Keep this installed on your flagship to show your support for the Subsea and Friends show. It sells for 10 credits. Interesting. All right, so trading. Job board. What do we do next? Oh, yes, this retired family to Earth, and then gotta take this food out to there. But I also need to go scan the asteroid there. Let's scan that asteroid. I'm curious. There's nothing out there to sell or anything. When I get done scanning the asteroid, I will have enough to jump to yeah, they went 106 tons of ties to Geyser, so I'll jump to Geyser. But I'm going there first. So let's do that. What do they need in Geyser for ports? They need metal. So I'll buy a bunch of metal and I'm gonna leave about 60 tons free in case I find some treasure out there. All right, so let's depart. And let's go out here to, oh, do I have an asteroid scanner? I think I do. Well, I better have. If I don't, I'll come back. Yeah, I do. You can see all the asteroids light up. All right. There is someone else mining the asteroids. Perhaps you're not the only one who bought a treasure map. Yeah. Is that what we're supposed to do? Mine the asteroids? Titanium. The pirate? Take him. Ooh, he's got a lot of crew. But I got him. Well, there's a lot of titanium asteroids here, but I'm not seeing anything else worthwhile. Where's everybody going? What are those? Huh. More pirates to capture. A comet. Well, those are ravens. I don't know if I have enough crew on board to take over a raven, because I used a bunch of them taking over the ships I already got. Yeah. Maybe. Let's try it. Yeah, one of them. The other one I'm just going to blow up. Well, I don't know what the treasure map was. But let's head up to Denabola. Did I lose one of my haulers? I did. Well, this is no good. I'm not going to do that mission just yet. I'm just going to go to Denabola. One of those ravens must have taken out my hauler. All right. I gotta figure out how to. Well, I guess I'm doing all right seeing the chat on the screen and seeing when there is chat. I don't know. The Ravens are a pretty ship. All right. Let's get these two senior citizens to Earth. And looks like we've got a. Oh, yeah, we got to deliver a package, a mystery package to Bluestone. So let's do that. But there's also a job that pays 113,000 credits. So we'll figure out a way to get there. Let's go to Saul first. Drop off the two seniors and refuse to take their monies. We really should pay off with that loan too at some point. And there we are at Earth. You can keep those monies. I think you need them more than I do. Charles looks surprised for a moment, and then for the first time you've seen, he smiles. Thank you, Captain Zeus. I wish there were more people like you in the paradise worlds. You wish the couple the best of luck on Earth, and they slowly make their way to the train station. Presumably, their new apartment is far from here. All right, good. We're good people. Sell all. Outfitter. They have some new outfits here that they're selling, apparently. I'm not that familiar with them, so I wouldn't know. But apparently they do. I don't see anything I can't do without. Let's look at the job boards. Okay, we've got this job clear over here, but we don't know how to get there. Looks like Nihal is close to it. Transport 4 petty criminals. They must be held in suitable facilities made for the transfer of criminals. We have that. What other? Large rush delivery frontier. Yep, that's about it. So we'll do that one. Accept. And yeah, we have a brig. I don't know when I bought it, but I got a brig. And yeah, it's on my flagship. Yep. Hopefully Nihal has a outfitter so we can get a map, because we know how to get there, but we don't know how to get anywhere else. Maelstrom. Passengers shuffle unhappily out of the ship under the watchful eye of several well-armed guards as they pay to repay their debts to society in a penal colony. You collect your payment. They do have an outfitter, so let's see what the map says. Local map. Buy. What else have they got interesting? Not much. Bunch of not sold here. So. Oh, look at this. Bellatrix is. Do I go this way or this way? Boy, that's a lot of blank worlds with no hyperspace jumps, with no planets, empty solar systems. I think I'm going to go around this way. Captain will pay you 90,000 to escort them, and Captain will pay you 90,000 to escort them. So 180,000. Let's take it. What is this? A small marauder ship has been attacking merchants, and a well-armed fighter has been attacking merchants. So hopefully it's this way. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go this way first. And we gotta get out of Dodge quick, because there's always fighters waiting for us. Somebody in the port always tips you off. this again. Nope, that's not working. I'll lead the way. All right, that didn't work. They're not up there. Load game. We're gonna go this way first. Yep, that ship's not there. So they must be this way, but I'm not gonna try and find them. Lots of pirates. Holy smokes. Well, we made it. Let's get a map here. And they have a shipyard, as I recall. Shipyard, yes. Oh, they got some interesting passenger ships. Parapet and the Rampart. Haulers. Oh, Hauler 2. Hauler 2. Bigger and badder. Ooh, I should get that. Okay. Pay off our loan. Pay extra 750. I can borrow 2 million. Job board. Lots of jobs. 51 passengers to Bluestone. 17 tons. 51 passengers. I could set up a real passenger thing here, couldn't I? How much is this Rampart? Buy 2 of those for 4 million. That would let me carry 50, 60 some passengers. And hauler 2 hauls 200 tons. Each of these hauls 90 tons. So I could sell these guys. Get a hauler 2 and a Rampart. Let's do that. So, going to go to the bank. I'm going to apply for a loan. Okay. Hey, we're down to 2%. I'm going to pay all of the little one and then apply for that money again. So it's at 2%. Now I'm going to go to the outfitter and I'm going to take everything I want to keep off of these guys. And because it's not sold here. And nitrogen cooler, the fuel tank, the modified hyperdrive, modified shielding, the limit breaker, fusion reactor, the S3 thermionic, and the reversers and the engines. to keep all that. And then I'm going to sell these two. 2.4 million gives me 6.9. I'm going to buy a hauler 2. And again, we're going with the C names, right? Careful. I like it. Be careful. And I'll outfit it in a minute. And then I'm going to buy a Rampart. C names. Chased. I like that. And let's outfit those two now. So, not a hauler is going to have no missile pods, one heavy anti-missile turret, 3 laser turrets, and 4 laser turrets, 15 tons of outfit space. And S1 thermionic, yes. And the plasma and I think I'm going to keep the thrusters we have. So let's look at the chased. Chased. Oh, wait a minute. No, this guy needs install. All right. Chased. 2 anti-missile turrets. Yes. Small radar jammer. Small fuel cell. All they need. Actually, this is what, 40? That's 45. It's more than twice as much. Oh, so let's buy that. And let's sell these, sell this and this, and buy one of those and one of those, and one of those. And let's see. One of those. 750 by, it's 800. Small radar jammer, and we are good. Yep. All good. 2 anti-missile turrets. Yep, that'll work. And everything else looks good. 800. Yep. Okay, now this guy, 650. It's enough. All right, and 2 Do I need that big of? Yeah, I do need that big a battery. Boy, oh boy. Got 55. Do 65 and get a smaller battery. So let's do that. And there we go. That's more like it. 139, 101, 165, 109. And that'll work. I got a lot of heat though. 10, 25. Let's install this. Install. There we go. Took care of the heat issue. All right. That is a lethal weapon. There we go. Now I got 2.4 million credits left over. Do I have anything in storage? Yes. Sell those. Sell those. Sell that. And I'm going to actually install this. So got 2.9 million, and I'm going to pay extra on this one. And I'm going to pay 2.2 million. So I only owe 2 million, and I can haul 50. Perfect. 51 passengers to Bluestone. Yep. 17 tons of asphalt. Yep. 28 tons of artichokes. Yep. And 2 more passengers. Yep. There we go. That should be a big payoff there. Oh, 74 for medical. Let's buy that. And let's depart. Only 3 of my ships are warships. 6,500, 8,400, 15,000, 123,000, 113,000. As instructed, you drop the mystery cube out of warehouse. Nobody comes around to collect it. Your bank account immediately notifies you that the agreed upon amount of 21,000 credits has been deposited. You wonder how they knew. Clearly, it's some sort of tracking device. So now I got 750,000 credits. Let's look at the job board. Local jobs. Team of. Oh, must have a. Okay, let's see. Team of 12 engineers wants a comfortable journey. I don't have a team of 62 engineers needs transport to a corporate retreat on Hippocrates over here and then return, and that pays 1.4 million credits. But I got to have a luxury suite. I think I had one, but I sold it. Darn it. All right, so what jobs do I have available? A light pirate warship is entering this system. I'll take it. Crew to a science vessel wants to give me 60,000 to take them all the way over here and then all the way back. Yeah, no, thank you. Uh, Even if I was going there, I wouldn't do that. Pay another ship, pay another ship. That's it. So pirates entering. What do we got here? where I can get a luxury box. 58 tons of confetti, I can take that, and 29 tons of coolant, I can take that. So let's capture that ship and go sell it and pay off some of this debt that I've taken on to get the passenger ship. All right, where is he? Come on, buddy, bring it on. Got him. A headhunter. $95,000 credits for doing it, and then I can sell him. If it was a Firebird, I might keep him and outfit him, but I don't want a headhunter. They're little guys. Drop off your cargo, drop off your cargo, shipyard. Sell the cancerous black bluebeard, cancerous bluebeard. 1,000,000 credits. I like it. All right, what other ships do they have here? Ooh, they've got splinters. I like splinters. I have to get enough to get a splinter. All right, sell all my trade goods and look at the job board again. Oh, I want to get a uh, luxury box, luxury accommodations. Who can carry it? This guy can. Yeah. I'm going to reduce his shield generator. Gives me 15. I need 10. So perfect. Buy. And now I've got that. Lovely. Yep, 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 yep. All right. 1.74. Okay, jobs. Team of 48 engineers needs transport to a corporate retreat in Sundive, paying 500,000 credits. It's only right up here. Yeah, I can do that. Factories, shipyard, checkpoint. All right, I'm escorting somebody again. This is a rough area though, so this could be tough. So far, so good. Landing on Sundive. Thanks you for escorting them. For days, your ship has played host to endless discussions about load calculations, tensile strengths, and thermodynamic limits. They're grateful for some peace and quiet as the team of engineers tromps out of the hatch and heads for their exotic corporate retreat. You prepare for the return journey to Sunracer. Okay, so sell job board. A light pirate warship is entering this system. I'll take it. A well armed pirate fighter has been attacking merchants that jump away. Okay. And we'll leave it at that. If it's there when I get to Zarok, it's there. If not, it's not. Right. And bank. I got 1.63 million. I'm going to pay 1.4 million. I only owe 691,000. Heart. Oh, what are those? Those are some sort of aliens. And they are gonna wipe us out. Holy smokes. What is that? Korath Pavloret. I'm not even touching them. What a mess. Yep, I'm gone. Wow. Alright, let's load that game again. Hopefully those guys don't show up again. I need more. I need a bigger ship. Holy smokes. Alright, Quicksilver. Did he just kill? No. Let's try that again. I might be able to beat this. It's a big capital ship, though. Oh, it's going to be close. I've only got 6 crew to run my ship. I gotta land right away. Alright. Now I've got that big capital ship. That is a monster. What is that? Doesn't look very aerodynamic. Team's boss thanks you for the smooth trip and authorizes a payment of 499,600 credits. Let's go to the outfitter. Want to reload the ammunition for your ship? Yes. Look what I have. I have a Protector heavy warship. It's worth 3.5 million. Heavy laser turrets, 2 missile turrets, Sidewinder missile launcher. I'll get rid of that. What does it have? It has 2 gun ports. Can fix that. It has two turrets that aren't being used. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, and runs on a fusion reactor. This is a very nice ship. Holy smokes, what a gift. I'll take it. How many crew does it have? 69. Well, you know what? This sounds like something I could use as a flagship. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to move all my personal stuff, the laser rifle, frag grenades, the antique rifle, my guncraft, my drone hacking book, my secret data chip, my subsidiary plushie off of the carnival. I'm going to take them to the Night Hammer. I'm going to install them there. I'm going to put this in cargo again. And I'm going to put that install, 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 install. Got 8. I'm going to take no, I'm going to keep that as it is. And I think that, what do I have here? 22. I'm going to lose the U. Uninstall the heavy missile turret. I'm going to install you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to uninstall the asteroid scanner. I'm going to uninstall the modified hyperdrive. Buy a regular hyperdrive. And there we go. Then I'm going to go here, sell the hyperdrive, install the modified hyperdrive, and that allows me to use less fuel, so I don't need. There we go. And then I can sell one of the anti-missile turrets. I can sell both of the anti-missile turrets, install the heavy anti-missile turret, and blaster turret. Yeah, let's do that. And yep, I like it. I like it when a plan comes together. All right. So now I've got a ship with 34 extra bunks. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep, there we go. All right. 500,000 credits. Sell all. 772,000 credits. I owe 685, but I gotta buy some stuff. Factories, mining. Well-armed pirate fighter has been attacking merchants a jump away. Okay. Checkpoint. That's it. And what do we got here? Disable the robotic test Target dummy ship in Sheraton collecting test data by scanning its cargo and land on Sundive. Target ship. Yes, I will take that. Captain will pay you 90,000 to escort them safely. I'll take that. Captain 60,000 safely. X 56,000. Four passengers. A lot of jobs going to Sheraton. This could be a pretty profitable route in 3 jumps. What, do I have anything in storage? I do. My asteroid scanner. So let's install my asteroid scanner. And let's install a cargo scanner. Because I'm going to need that. And I might as well install an outfit scanner. And I got 20. I might as well right. Yep, I might as well install a bunk room. So I get 4 more passengers and a small radar jammer. Oops, did I buy the small radar jammer? Nope, buy. There we go. All right, now hire crew, 14,000, and let's go. Pirate Corvette. Pirate Hawk. And my target, a Pirate Fury. And a Pirate Sparrow. Oh yeah, this is gonna pay off nicely. Ah! Alright. One of the ships I was escorting blew it up. Because it's a pirate. Alright, somebody needs to go get tanked up. Probably the Sparrow. Nope, the Hawk. And here we are in Sheraton now. There is a test dummy. I don't want it destroyed. I want it to scan it. Scan the disabled craft and take careful measurements of the battle damage. Ship is not carrying any cargo. This is what it does have. All right, and now I'm going to land. Ooh, another main battle. But I'm not taking it. Drop off my captain thanks me for escorting them. Captain thanks me for escorting them, and the scan results 150,000 credits. Sell. Sell, sell, sell. Oops, that was not good. Selling outfits. I didn't want to sell all my outfits. I had outfits I didn't want to sell. Oh well. Did I? I must have. Okay. Let's go to one of these shipyards up here. Captain will pay you 120 or 19 or 90. Let's do that. And let's go out here. There's my target ship out there. See if I can board any pirate ships before all these other ships blow them up. A scrounger, oh boy. What else? A splinter. I like splinters. They're a good medium warship. That's it. Alright. Time to get out of Dodge. Go up here towards Polaris. That Hawk's got to fill up again. There we go. Land on Polaris. Captain of the Shivering Vladimir pays you 120. Guess there was only one, or the other one didn't make it. Sold all my stuff. Gonna sell the outfits because I know I don't have any outfits. Buy a local map. Yep, I lost my secret data that I was hauling. Oh well. It wasn't doing anything anyway. And my bank, I'm going to pay all. Now let's look at the ships that I have captured. I captured a Splinter. I think I'll keep that. I'm going to. Oh, is that a Splinter? That's a Corvette. That's a Splinter. Oh. I don't think I want to keep the Corvette. I'm going to sell these 4 ships. Let's see if they've got anything worthwhile. Well, let's look at the Splinter too. Da, da, da. Nope. All right. So let's look at these 4. Some guns, I'll keep those. Modified shielding, I may keep that. Large radar jammers are nice. That's a serious shield generator. I might hang on to that for a while. Heavy laser turret, yep. And heavy lasers. I can use those, maybe. All right, so let's sell those 4 ships. 2.283 million. And I keep a Splinter. So let's outfit this Splinter. What does it have? It has anti-missile turret, 2 proton guns. No, I'd rather have heavy lasers and a heavy laser there and 2 proton turrets. That's nice. It's got a heavy shields generator, water coolant system. Uh, let's see, that generates 78. This generates 19. So let's sell that. Sell that one and install that one. Gotta install 2 fission reactor. Nice. That's why it makes so much heat. Fission reactor and uh, 65. I might see what it has. Ion thruster 46. Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay. Now let's sell that and let's buy one of these cooling ducts. Then we've got uh, 1 outfit expansion. That's good. Fission reactor, heavy lasers, cool. All right, so what's that doing? I got plenty of weapon capacity, like really plenty. So problem is that I don't have the outfit space. Radiothermo. Oh, here we go. That's why. Could I do a fission reactor or let's do this one and let's do ionic thrusters. Should be plenty good. 100. Uh, 54. There we go. High maneuverability. Reverse thruster installed. And gives me enough for 2 proton turrets. Yep, I'm good. I'm golden. Okay. Good, good, good. Yep, yep, yep. All right. So, really need to do something about shielding. Oh, look at the size of that battery pack. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, I can do away with one of those. And two of those. Beautiful. Okay. Figuring everything just right. And I got 2.5 million. I don't need to carry any loans because I'm already Got 800 credit. I can borrow 7 million. What do they sell here? That's good. Not much. Light warships, haulers, another rampart. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Job board. Oh, I have something in storage. Better check and see what it is. Oh, a large radar jammer. I don't think I've got any place I can install it. Let's see. I could. I could. Beautiful. Radar jamming works well against some missiles. Okay, what else did I have in storage? Laser rifles. Let's put those on board my flagship. In fact, let's buy another 20. There we go. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Well, that's enough for one day. When we get back, we got to drop off another mystery uh, item, and then there's a pirate warship entering this system. So uh, at some point, we'll be able to take on those aliens that keep dropping into these systems, clear out here on the west side of space, and see what's up with them. Thank you for tuning in and playing along, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will probably stream again tomorrow. I got to come up with a dedicated schedule, and I'm working on that. So uh, just hang in there. I'll also figure out a better way to do the chat too. I appreciate it though. Bye.